Hello. I know we're a couple minutes early, but figure I start it. Hang out for a second. I have a microphone here, so I need you guys to tell me if you guys can hear me or not, or if I need to turn it up or down. I know how to type or anything, but listen and share on Facebook. Can you hear me good or just okay? Like, if I turn it up a little bit, is that too much? We're just right. You have to tell me throughout the episode. Trying to get Tara's watching. Bonnie and Tara are best friends. And awesome. So we got the new microphone because we were trying to figure out how to record with like Liam's like particular microphone to do two keys or like a round table. So we got dogs today. Different background. Right, 30 more minutes. People start getting on. I sent the tweets and the Instagrams. Facebook, no Instagram, but Facebook. See if anybody shows up. What are the dogs barking at? Like the dogs don't bark the entire time I've been here until I hit the live button. I like it. While we're waiting, you guys can see my mom's backyard. How cool is that backyard? She got hers done first, and then I got mine done. There's nobody over there. It's all right. Anybody who has dogs, you guys understand it. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Oh, now they want to hang out. I touched them. 1 minute. Okay, now it says I'm live. So I sent you guys all the links before I went live. Did it have like our page, like our logo up that says upcoming, getting ready? Keep getting this thing, this internet connection unstable. But it's maybe good, maybe not. But whatever, we're winging it. We're doing it. All right. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Whimsy Live for Monday. Another Monday, guys, and I'm here. Well, I'm here, but I am definitely in a different place. I'm at my mom's house. I'm getting some stuff worked on at the house. So they're banging around. So I was like, Mom, I'm coming over. So she's like, okay. Um, let's see. Let's hide this banner. So check it out. We got some stickers that are pretty cool because I don't have the backdrop. So I figure I'm like, we need something to show Whimsy. But these two you guys may have already seen on the website, some of the socials. This one is new, and this is a surprise for someone if she decides to log in or not. We'll probably use the special one here. Hold on, let me turn my chats back on. There's only a couple of people watching, and I'll bring it up in here. Ooh, check this out. We're gonna put it in the banner. We're gonna put in a new banner that says, "What is the cat sticker of?" Now the neighbor's doing yard work. That's amazing. Oh, I love everything about this. Oh, like it's super quiet the whole day, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "It's 11:15. We got to do yard work." What is the cat sticker of? When a free cat sticker. Boom. Put that up there, right? So anybody who's watching, this cat sticker here, if you guys can tell me in the chat where it came from, we'll figure out how to get you guys you'll have to email me your address and I'll mail you this. I'll mail you all 3 stickers. That way you guys have copies of your stickers. Yay. So don't know what we're doing today. Man, how bad is that yard guy? Can you really hear him? Ooh, maybe not, because like if I did the microphone correctly, right? You should only really be picking up this and not so much of this. So we'll see. It's still so funny. Oh, I love it. Let's see what is today, the 29th. We're going to be plugging episode 37 still. Big episodes coming out. No, for real. Can you guys hear that? Oh, cool. You can't hear them. Yay. I can. And it fucking sucks. Episode 37. We got 2 or 3 interviews done. And we are recording one next weekend to kind of wrap it all up together. We got most of the editing done on those the 2 episodes that we have so far. There may or may not be a special something that I need to add to the beginning of those 2 episodes, so I haven't like finished it. There's like 99% done. Talked to Liam today on the way to school, and we are both very happy so far with the first 2 interviews, and then way super excited for the 3rd interview. I think you guys are all going to enjoy the 3-part 37 episodes. So next Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll chit chat. You'll hear them all. I'll be on Monday also, so we can talk about it a little bit for anybody who listens to it like first thing. But yeah, some really fun episodes coming up. Let's see. Yesterday, we did not record with Liam, so we used the live Saturday episode. So what's super funny is you got the live stream episode, and then on the video side on YouTube, and then whatever I posted is literally the exact same thing. So definitely jump in and listen to it again. so that way the podcast gets credit for it too. What else is going on? So yeah, we didn't really do anything yesterday. Liam came over. We got a new bench from like the Philippines from Debbie. So he sat in the backyard and laid down for like 4 hours in the backyard. So we played in the backyard for a little bit, watched some movies, fell asleep, took a nap. And then we just played in the backyard like the whole day. So we had a good time. Liam is still doing the wrestling thing, and he's not burning out, but he's definitely doing a lot. I think we mentioned it just on Saturday. He's doing like practices 2-3 times a week. Wednesday he goes to the high school meets, spectates, helps clean up, and then Saturday he goes to those meets where sometimes or most of the time he's competing also. So he's getting some extra practice in. There's talks of what is that called? Wrestling camp, like it's like a wrestling camp. It's like an after school thing that he'll do monthly. Well, we'll do it several times a week, but we'll so he'll start doing that to kind of get him more. Like the weight training is good, and all the working out with the high school kids is good, but he wants to focus on like the more wrestling stuff of it. So he'll be doing that 3 days a week. Let's see. Bonnie says we took a break this weekend from our wrestling tournament. Yes. It was interesting. And I talked to Bonnie a little bit. She's up in Wisconsin. She's got her boy wrestling too. And like to get some. I mean, Liam talks about it some, but not as much, I guess. So it'd be kind of interesting to get some Bonnie input. What does a wrestling mom do? Because I know Katie does a bunch of stuff. Puts him in, it's traveling back and forth between all the meets and everything else, and then all the camp that he's going to be doing weekly. So like, there's a bunch of stuff that I know that they're doing, but we actually haven't heard from anybody like firsthand. So we'll try and get Bonnie on, see if she can give some insight on, the life of a sports mom, because we never played sports. Brandon played sports for a little bit, but it was running, so we just drop her off and she just ran. But yeah, it'd be interesting. My son Liam also wrestles. This is his 3rd year. It's so funny that we both have Liams that are wrestlers. This is Liam's 2nd year. He's enjoying it. He's still liking it. He's super focused. He's still a little bit up and down about the weight loss or the cutting weight. So he's kind of like, let me eat what I want now, and then I'll worry about cutting weight in a week or for a week. And it's like, you should probably eat a little bit healthier. But surprisingly, we didn't go crazy this weekend. Yeah, so wrestling's a big thing. We drove to school today, and it was super fun. Bonnie, nope, don't let him cut. Don't let Liam cut. Ooh, we got some stories about that. Probably got to find a nice, healthier way to cut weight. I'm assuming that's probably what those stories are about, because I know Liam's not like super, like, I don't know. I think he even said it in the episode a little while ago. He's not doing it the super right way. But yes, we'll get Bonnie on for sure. She's busy though. She's got like a bunch of kids. But shit. Yes, we'll get Bonnie on. Sorry, I decided to turn my thing on because it looks like I want to make sure the feed doesn't go down. Hello, other grandma. How are you doing? Let's see. I got a couple other hellos I should say hi to. We got Rita. We got both of them. We got the twins here. It's a twin episode. Now I can put twin in the algorithm. People like twins. Let's see what else. So it was fun. Yeah, it was a real nice, quiet weekend. Well deserved. We talked a little bit about the podcast stuff. Not so much about obviously today's drop episode, but kind of this like where his head's at, like where he wants to be, because we're doing so much. And then with 37 coming up, like kind of a big deal because there's a lot of potential for some growth coming from these 3 episodes. So we talked about it a little bit on Saturday, and then I talked to Liam about it this week. Probably just start jumping into some more interviews. I know Courtney wants to come on. We got Bonnie. But the drive to school today was super, super fun. He was awake the whole time, so go figure. But it was old time like Liam and I car talks where we were just joking, having a good time, and then I'm free weekdays around now. Okay. All right, so we'll get Bonnie on for Whimsy Live just because. And then whenever Liam has a holiday, we'll see if we can sneak her on for another episode too. Well, yeah, Liam and I on the way to school, we were talking about the podcast a little bit, and we just had a good time. We were just back and forth. He had come up with some new comic ideas for Sarah, and those should be coming out hopefully in the next 4-ish weeks. I got one right now. She's working on a second, so that would be next Wednesday. So maybe like 3 or 4 weeks, we can start to see some of them. Really good drive this morning. I had a good time. He had fun. He was awake, so he's a little bit more back to normal-ish. I think it's just so much stuff going on with him right now. Try not to ride him too hard, but again, he's focused, man. But I need a little bit of focus here too, so we can be fair. What else is going on? We are looking to do some more. We got to play with the live streams a little bit with Liam. Because we've done so any of the live stream stuff that we did, it was basically invite only, and they're no longer posted. But Liam liked doing the live stream and kind of interacting with everybody. So we got a couple of different ideas on what we can do live without showing our faces. So it'll probably be a couple of weeks. We'll do another campfire stories. And I figured we just put the camera at the campfire. We got the microphone now, so now we can talk better without using the microphone on the camera. So if you guys are interested in any of those campfire stories, let us know. Email me. Here's my email address. So huge thanks to everybody on Saturday. We had 5 people subscribe to our YouTube, and I didn't check all the numbers yet for the podcasts, but yeah, so in just one day, 5 people. So we're going to do it again today, and just recommend that everybody find somebody new, share the podcast with them, let them know that we're family friendly. Old man and his kid talking about God knows what. We got 36 episodes. Next week will be 37 episodes. So there's a decent backlog. There's a lot of really fun episodes that they can go back and listen to. In the comments, let's do look. We're gonna get all interactive over here, guys. Check this out. What was I don't know how to spell favorite episode so far. So throw this thing in the chat. Boom. What's your favorite episode so far of the 37 episodes, 36 episodes? And I think if you're watching this in the rewatch, by all means, throw it in the chat too. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. I know. Let's see. Ooh, hold on. You got some ideas? All right. Rita, what do we got for Liam's storytelling? Kelly says hi. I think some of my favorite episodes so far is probably 226. I really enjoyed 17. That was one with David and Katie, the four of us. What other fun episodes were there? Robert 25. That's a lot of really fun episodes already. Did I just black out? Maybe. Oh. Oh man, I'm lagging like hard. Hold on, we're gonna scoot back. We're gonna see if we can get a couple inches on my. Whatever. So yes, we're at Mom's house. Mom's sitting over there. She's being really quiet. She doesn't want to come on yet. What else is going on? Anybody in the chats have anything? Hold on, we got some chat stuff going on here. Grandma likes The Rock and Parquet episode 2. Yeah, Parquet is gotta be my favorite. It's one of my favorite laughs. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth just got back from the Grand Canyon. Pictures. How was the Grand Canyon? Go Chiefs. There's an old Snickers commercial where it's like, go chefs. Kelly says hi to Mom. Elizabeth says Grand Canyon was so much fun. Onto the Grand. Oh, she said it was cold. I've only been to the Grand Canyon, I think twice. I think once we drove by it at night and I didn't see anything. And then I went once like 11 years ago. No, 14 years ago. I get it. It's a big hole in the ground. It's nice. It's pretty, but I have no desire to go back anytime soon. But I think Elizabeth had family in town, so she was taking people from out of town to go see the gigantic hole. Well, there's also, I think you have to go, like, there's the north side and the south side. And then one side is obviously better than the other side. Ooh, she just want to give it away. So you can email us. You can email us at whimsy@chasingthewhimsy.com. Look how fast I'm getting out this thing. Look at that. Boom. I got my banners going. I got my comments going. This is amazing. I'm having so much fun with this. And Elizabeth confirms the south room is the better room. Wait. Isn't where is I may have I don't think it was the Grand Canyon, but it was up near there somewhere because I went camping with some friends years ago. Brian, shout out to Brian if he's around. I haven't talked to that kid since I moved into the house. Hi Lisa. That was his mom. She was a nice lady. Let's see. Brian was cousins with Carrie that lived around the corner when we were on Grover's, who we went to high school with, who eventually grew up to be my piercer. Small world. Like, we didn't know that until like way later. Man, I'm down again. Sorry if it gets a little choppy. we're gonna have to stick with it for the day. I'll be back home next weekend for sure. 'Cause next weekend, boom, like all 3 episodes will be like scheduled. The first one will drop around midnight, so you guys can like listen to the episode 1 of 37 at midnight, and then you guys can stream with me on noon. Tell me what you think. It's going to be a fun episode. 37 is going to be so much fun. Again, we got a guy who does some music for the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast. We got reality TV star Ming Chen from Comic Book Men on AMC. Ran for 7 seasons and 96 episodes. And then the third one we haven't really said because 1, I'm waiting to get confirmation for sure. And then 2, it's probably our, like, all 3 of them are really good interviews, or the first 2 were really good interviews. And it's like, you can't pick one over the other because they're, I think, 2 different tones. But I think the third interview is the one that is probably the hardest of the 3 to get. And we're super excited. If you guys listen to episode 1, huge hint on who it is. And or if you read the first Little Whims comic, bigger hint of who it is. Let's see. I'm using StreamYard. Now, what's really funny is I think I've been calling it SteamYard the last week. I don't know how to read, but we are currently using StreamYard. I'm pointing them out because I want to put them in the chat when I tweet it. So that way, hold on. I tweeted it earlier, and I think they even reposted it. Like, how cool is that? They liked it. I should tell them to retweet it. Like, yeah, I know you like it, but give me a repost so I can get all of their people watching us. How many people do they have? Yeah, they got 10K followers, man. They should be reposting this, man. So we can be like, boom, 10,000 people watching us. What else is going on? We got Chris still working on the social stuff. And talk to him a little bit more about like that summer camp idea. And we're trying to get so Creatively Christopher Media and Chasing the Whimsy want to sponsor 2 people or 2 groups this summer to do a podcast in which we will help record it, produce it, post it for you. And then Chris is also going to send out some of the social media tweets to help promote it a little bit. So anybody interested, at least 2 people. If there's more, we'll work it out. 2 people who want to start a podcast or knows anybody who might be interested in starting a podcast, please email us, whimsy@chasingthewhimsy.com, so we can start planning when and what that's going to look like. We're going to sponsor 4 episodes. So in the summer, we'll work it out. Anybody who wants to start a podcast, 4 episodes sponsored by us, Whimsy and Creatively Christopher Media. I hate that name, Chris. I'm sorry. I wish it was just Creatively Media. I don't know why you need your name in it, but it is what it is. What is that? CCM? All right, I guess we can, yeah. So Whimsy and CCM. So we'll try and get those out there. If I were to be on your show, what would we talk about? Oh, okay. So this goes up to just about anybody. Whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. There's a couple people, like Liam wants to do Pokemon Go guy that we mentioned in episode 10, Virgil. Oh man, you would. She likes to Christopher. All right, she would. So like Virgil, he's a super fun guy, flamboyant and crazy. He has an awesome boyfriend, Phoenix. Liam and I, when we talked about right around episode 26, a little bit before, maybe right after, it would be like Virgil has like kind of a unique past in some of his shenanigans. So we would, treat that one seriously and kind of chat a little bit about the downfalls and the struggles of like peer pressure, drugs, what happens, and like kind of like now he's doing good now, but like kind of just take that whole path all the way through him struggling now, trying to get you know building a business with a history and a record. So, but obviously, that not everybody has to have a weird drug story to come on. Bonnie's going to come on, chit chat about wrestling moms. You and I, we can just chit chat about whatever. It could be decorating your house for the holidays. It could be a couple of old stories from like 20 years ago, since I've known you for almost 20 years now. The old like Hurricane Bay days, like that's so crazy. Just kind of could just be like our current growth from like where you saw me and where I'm at now, and kind of your growth and where you're at now, professionally and or personally. If you like to do bird watching, I'd be happy to talk about bird watching. Like anybody who has like any random hobby, by all means, like we'll talk about it. Who else are we looking to get on? Courtney's gonna come on with updates. Liam threw out some really fun ideas for Mother's Day. That's going to involve Kelly, Nikki, Sandy, grandma, other grandma, which would be kind of interesting. Mom seemed okay with it. So I don't know when Mother's Day is. Like that's in May. So we're like forever away. No, I was 20. I was 20 because I turned 21 like before my year. Yeah, we should talk. Like those are some crazy days, man. Back when like there's very few people now who currently know me as like then like maybe Brandy come on. She has some fun stories from when I was a punk. She was like high school punk, but I was a baby. Man, we had some fun though back then. Good Lord. That's like because my mom used to live right near one job, and then I would go to mom's and sleep for a couple of hours and go to the current job. And then I was always like tired, but like I was still running around. I was definitely 21. Yeah, I turned 21 in that place. That's crazy. What else do we got? Yeah, or if you guys have any suggestions of who you think would be fun to have on, I am considering like looking into like other like semi-celebrities. I talked to Liam and he was like kind of whatever about it, but we want to go to like the local con in May, and he's kind of like maybe not. So if I can get him to be like a little bit more on board with it, like anybody we meet at the con, similar to what we did with Kurtzman, would be kind of fun. Where we walk the floor a little bit, meet some semi-celebrities or just some people that we know from like podcasting or TV or whatever. Chit chat with them, maybe get a couple sound bites, create some info, and then like schedule them for an interview and have them on too. I know Kurtzman would come back on again. I have his deets. What was he? He just did a show. The Child. I think it had I don't remember who it was, but he did a small piece on the show. But yeah, so we're looking to we're looking at some more like bigger projects right now. Like obviously 37 is going to hit. Fingers crossed. Like we get some exposure. We're going to blow up a little bit. Go to the cons, more interviews. Now that we can do it kind of like this setup a little bit. Maybe StreamYard wants to help sponsor us. So I can get now. What's really funny is this episode has to stay right close to about an hour because what I didn't realize is it's free, like like terms and conditions. I only get 20 hours for free. So all those like live streams where I just let you guys just hang out for the half hour, I'm just burning time. It resets back on the 10th, but I need to do I got Saturday's show that I'll probably still do, and then I need to record their third interview. So I got 6 hours to play with, and I want to make sure that I have enough for Saturday, Sunday's interview, and then next Monday's also. So we'll keep this one a little structured a little bit, keep it to an hour. And then I didn't even start the recording until like 5 minutes early. So and then sorry for anybody who goes back to watch the other live stream from Saturday. Because it was this week's episode, I was trying to like just clip out the hour 40 that I needed, and somehow I inadvertently cut out the entire first 25 minutes of me just doing nothing. So the random conversation I had with Brandon and Nikki may or may not have been cut out. So I have it. Like I had the foresight to download the episode or the whole live stream, but now I just don't know where to put it because I can't put it on top of the previous live stream because it just doesn't do that. And then it's like, do I just repost? I don't know. So, all right, there's 20 minutes lost. All right. It's now lost media. I have a copy of it somewhere. We'll bring it up somewhere. So I'm working out some tech stuff here, guys, right? Check this out, right? So if you guys paid attention over the last couple of weeks, this laptop is the one I'm streaming from because the other laptop is a little bit old and like cranky. So we use StreamYard, okay? We use them to do the recordings. But this computer only has one USB port, so it was only the one camera, and that's why so I was like, I don't know what to do now. So I bought like a USB splitter, and it's working because I got this microphone that's currently on. Does this volume, like anybody in the chats, does it sound different or crispier than Saturday's live stream? Because like I won't hear it until later today. I'm curious, like, is there a difference between last or Saturday's live stream and today's current live stream with this new microphone? Because I got a new microphone. It sounds good, but does it sound like better or the same as Saturday? Like, did I waste $20 on a microphone to be like, no, you didn't really need it? Now, the only reason why I got this particular microphone is it lets me. So when Liam's here, right? So the 2 weeks ago, 35, it was a mess, right? Because Liam's all over the place. He's running back and forth. And then like he was off to the side. So depending on like, I don't know what the microphone looks like on the camera, but I know you were up north, but you could have re-listened. Okay, so because you didn't listen, you need to text or email one person from your trip and tell them to subscribe to the YouTube and to the podcast. Thank you. What else is going on? So yeah, so when Liam's here, I can set it up where it's going to record both of us better. So I got the splitter, so now I got a mouse, I got a microphone, I got the camera, I got like it's a little bit different setup, but it should be a little bit better moving forward from whenever we go on location now. We might go on location if Courtney was here. confirm it, but we got Go Fest coming up late February, maybe March. I don't know, February, March. And I'll take this with us wherever we go play Pokemon, and then we'll just like live stream for like 6 hours while we Pokemon. That'd be crazy. Lighting's better in your mom's backyard. It's because I'm not sitting. I was going to switch it around so you guys can see her yard, but that lighting sucked. So like at my place, if I turned around, you guys saw my dirty like patio. The lighting might have been better. So, yeah, there's a lag. Be fair to capacity capabilities. Oh, well, we'll find out. Yeah, sorry if this is all choppy. Like, guess what? Tough. Deal with it. We're still testing stuff out. Let's see. I don't know what else is going on. You guys have any questions in the chats? What else did I have going on? I don't know. I thought I had more stuff, but I didn't write anything down. And if I did, I just didn't like bring it. So go figure. Podcast, summer camp. Chris will have a tab on our website for a little bit while he's still setting up a little bit to kind of help promote his stuff a little bit. Kind of just basically renting out that piece of real estate so that way I can get a discount on the social media stuff that he's helping out with. Who else is doing so? I know he's still working on a bunch of stuff. He's super excited about this summer camp idea. We're just trying to figure out. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Chris on for sure. I gotta get Liam on a good weekend, man, where he's not so ornery and like aggro, where he can actually just sit down and like have a good time. Thank you. Boom. It's a nice mic. I'm always like thrifty shopping. So like when I go on like Amazon and stuff, I'm looking for new microphones. Like I look like a certain price point, but this was like now I make sense back because it's like $100 mic marked down to 20. So it's kind of like, why is it marked down to 20? So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I like it. It's heavy. It's crap, dude. Liam has mixed feelings about the live streaming stuff and using the live stream as a podcast because he likes the whole setup. We have microphones and the headsets and the recorder. He likes that. And we'll probably go back to some of those when we're not doing interviews and stuff. But it's different. So there's probably a way now that I got the splitter and stuff that we can set up the microphones a little bit better, and or he has a headset so he can hear differently, so you can hear other people during the interview. What else is going on? Chris give me a couple more things. He's working out like his like business model a little bit, and it's funny. It's like as we do all of this, like okay, we started in July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So we're just over like 6 months, going into 7-ish months. What's interesting is most people don't have all of that we have here at Whimsy because I have a problem and borderline junkie, so that when I find a hobby, I just keep going. So far, the 7 months I enjoy it because it gives me a creative outlet to do and try and just weird things. The podcast was kind of what's funny was like, what was it? So we talked to mom about it April, and then May, June. So I talked to mom about it a couple months earlier about this whole idea of podcast recording, and she's like, "Yes, I have no idea what you're talking about." And now she has a general idea of what the hell we're doing. And then like we're having fun with it. One, we're like super consistent with it, which is super cool. On the interview on Wednesday, you'll hear where most people kind of fall off a little bit. StreamYard actually sent me an email that says my limit's coming up, and they were funny because they're like, only 10% of people come close to hitting that 20-hour limit every month. I'm just streaming like crazy. But like you look at like our journey so far, it was podcast, logo on all three, like the three major podcast platforms. And then like shortly after we had the website, it was like totally in its infancy, but we had like merch for the longest time. We had, what was it? Yeah, shout out to Laura at Happy Designs. I'll have to put her stuff in the chats because she was a huge help on Etsy because she made all those little tokens, like all these logos. So all these stickers technically have little wooden tokens. So huge, like most people like start a podcast. They're just like, let's just do a podcast, make sure it doesn't fizzle out like most podcasts do. But like I just kept like anytime it seemed like it was slowing down, I was like, let's throw more money at it. And then it was kind of like, so we throw more money at it. So we were doing the merch for a while. We started posting stuff on YouTube because I figured out how to, do that. Then we got the 50 subscribers. So like, it is like really crazy to think about all the stuff that we've done over the last 7 months. Whereas like, there's some podcasts that don't have websites or they haven't converted it from podcast to YouTube also. Like it's almost to the point where you type in chasing the whimsy and it's just going to bring up like 100 different things that you can click on, whether it's the YouTube or the website, the merch at some point, the Patreon at some point. So like when Chris is working on putting stuff together, I'm like, well, what do you mean you don't have it already put together or what's taking so long? But at the same time, I'm like, oh, because normal people don't work at the pace that I do, I guess. Like he's trying to like clearly like Whimsy's just been like, here's an idea, let's try it. And we kind of just been on this like crazy journey of just trying to figure stuff out as we go. Whereas he wants to be a little bit more professional, like out the gate. So he's like, let's develop it. Let's like get the good graphics and build his business and then put it out, as opposed to be like, here's kind of a concept of a business and we'll just figure it out as we go. So from like his perspective, like I get it, where he can't be like, hey guys, I kind of have an idea what I'm doing and I kind of have an idea of what like we offer. So I'm not coming down on him too hard. Plus we've only been working with each other for like 2 weeks now. So it's just different to see, how the other side does it. Is he even on? He's not even on. I wonder if he's even going to listen to this. I like him. I think he's doing fantastic work with us right now. And I totally understand why he's not dragging his feet, but why he's being a little bit more cautious about just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. He has come around though on some of the whimsy philosophy that we have. Yeah, two different approaches. He's going for profit. I'm going for leisure. Yeah, but I think I think there could be a happy medium between the two. I mean, like, so no, like, because he's trying to build this as like his primary job, whereas I'm like definitely more on the leisure side of things. I mean, like I worked the 2 other jobs and then like try to find time to still podcast. So yes, there are 2 different approaches where he's definitely looking like, how do I turn it into making money? Whereas I'm like, let's have fun and eventually get you guys to start paying for stuff. Um, Whereas like he doesn't have the benefit of being like, I can play Whimsy and then hope we make some money at some point. Because like this is like his career slash like his income. Whereas I'm like, let's work 2 jobs, and then in my tired delusions, come up with some other ideas to play. So, but he's working. He's we probably talk twice a weekish, and kind of just start mapping out different like next steps of what he's going to do, what I need from him, what he needs from me, and everything else a little bit. And so we should start to see some more stuff. Just seeing him more. We went down. We're back up. Sorry, guys. It happened. We only got 9 more minutes of this. But yeah, I think what's funny is Liam is worried that Chris will rub off too much on us and that we'll go like corporate. And I was like, nah. I said, I can't do that. I said, if anything, I said, Chris is coming around more whimsy and having some more. Is it still out? My mic? I do know that welcome back. Thank you. That like there's a lot of things that because he's still going back through the whole backlog. So I know a couple of people are still, I think I said we're seeing people averaging about 3 or 4 weeks behind, but he's plowing through all these episodes. And he is kind of embracing the whimsy philosophy we have going on. So it's super fun. He's still kind of, we still butt heads a little bit on a few things, but it's part of the process. And what is interesting is to have somebody to have that process with where I can bounce ideas off of each other, good and bad, and then evolve it into like some kind of compromise, or I didn't think about that. And, kind of, so we're both working from it. We're both benefiting from our work together. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to, some really fun stuff should come out of this, the summer camp idea. Again, I just need anybody interested in having 4 episodes sponsored, produced for free by Whimsy and creatively Christopher Media. One, we want to help you guys out, get you guys out there. Part of the idea was super funny is like, because JJ on his first episode, he's like, we asked him, why did you want to be on the podcast? And he's like, because I want to be famous. And if this helps me, I want to do the podcast. So I was like, all right. Like, oddly, like that's the majority. Down again. And I'm back up. We're almost done. But with like JJ, like so the summer camp, we pick any 2 random kids, really, like Billy and Johnny and little Susan. And we do the 4 episodes for them over the summer. They go back to school and they tell their friends, what did you do this summer? I became a podcaster. A lot of benefits from podcasting. One, helps boost some confidence as they're talking about something that they're passionate about and then putting it themselves out there. So we're going to start building confidence. We're going to help with communication skills. So that way, like they can learn how to talk with each other, with other people, and stay focused. Some of those first episodes, Liam, JJ, like they're both all over the place, man. They were just like, but they've improved a lot in the handful of times that we've chit-chatted with JJ. Liam's obviously gotten better. He's gotten better like when he wants to, and then there's this like the teenager side of things that you can't really predict, in which he's just like, I just don't want to do it, so he's just going to phone it in. But that's just teenager. That's not podcasting. So there are some huge benefits of podcasting. So any of you parents who are just looking for something for your kid to do for an hour a week during the summer, I know a lot of us work from home. I know Liam, I think they're like 50-50 work from home. Like, what do the kids do these days during summer? Probably nothing. They just sit at home, and then it's just constantly movies, social media, and just like nothing. Like, they don't even go outside anymore. Like, we don't have to worry about our kids like going out and getting like into trouble because they're just stuck in house. So as they're stuck in the house, by all means, if they have something that they're interested or passionate about that they could talk about for half an hour, let us know. We would like to sponsor 2 or 3 different podcasts this summer. And, start to build like a podcast network a little bit. I think would be kind of fun and interesting to do. And so I think I'm going to do one with JJ. I got to get with him soon. I know I keep saying that we will, but we got plenty of time before the summer. But yeah, I'm going to get JJ his things set up. I'll teach Chris on how to set up a podcast, so that way he has he knows what to do too. But he already knows how to do a lot of the text set stuff, like the audio editing and uploading stuff, creating descriptions and podcast notes. So like he already has like most of it. So I'll just help him figure out on how to do the other half of it. Obviously, if we can, we can get a lot of interest, we'll do more. Like, I'm just, for right now, let's just start with the first 2 or 3, and then as it, we hit those ones, we can promote those a little bit. I'm working on ideas for like sponsors for this kind of thing, where, maybe I can reach out to a couple of people that I can tag them on with this project. And then, I'd like to make it a bigger thing. We talked about it early on, like Whimsy Fest. And I just think the summer camp would be a better fit for everybody, because kids are out of school. It's got a little bit easier. They're not doing anything already anyway. And the price should be right about perfect at free for 4 weeks. And then obviously anything after that, we'll have a discussion with you guys. But let's get those first 4 if they're at all interested in podcasting. I know if Liam wasn't wrestling, he'd be way more into podcasting for sure. And I know Spencer would love to be on. Let's see what Bonnie got going on. We have fam and kids are always out doing work in the summer. Thankfully, they have that to keep them busy. Now, during their downtime, so they're working and they're doing a bunch of shit, right? In their downtime, like, it would be, is there a podcast in which your kids talk about whatever they did over the summer, whatever they're like, whatever, and it doesn't have to be, I don't even know what, like, whatever it is, anything that they're passionate about. We're just looking for like 30 or 40 minutes out of the week, just to get them talking about something, whether they're educating somebody or they're telling stories or just having fun, like me and Liam are doing, whatever it is. And again, 4 episodes. If we have to take it across, if it's a bi-weekly, lot of options, a lot of room to play with in here. Maybe it is a bi-weekly where they, just so much stuff going on. Maybe it's just the parents. Maybe Bonnie and Tara, they just play catch up throughout the week and would like to share it all with us. I don't know. It's interesting. I think after 37, you'll hear 3 different kinds of interviews in which podcasting has kind of like influenced their lives. And I think we'll see a lot of different ways that the podcasting is kind of like influenced everything that they do, whether it be getting back into music and being creative and finding that creative outlet, or it's I created a web page back in '92, and indie film star liked it, and for 30 years now, because he created one web page or one website, just a fan site. It wasn't even for him, just a fan site that it caught the eye of somebody, and now his entire career is built in indie film, reality TV, and going to cons every weekend. He went to 30 cons last year. The other interview, a little bit more down to earth, hangs out with his friends, more therapeutic on his side of podcasting. There's like podcasting episode 6, the power of podcasting, or podcasting as a superpower. There's something awesome and special about just chit chatting and hanging out. I mean, I got 7 of you guys hanging out with me on an afternoon on a Monday. Me just telling the same stupid little like caveats I've been doing all week. But this is what we do, and there's like, I don't know, there's something special about it. And then it turned into I like podcasting. I want to live stream. I want to learn how to do more live streaming stuff. I want to know what Chris is doing. I want to learn how to do the social media, the editing. Now we're using this as a way to get them more interested in content creation. And it's weird because the majority of us are of a certain age, right? Where we're like YouTube, TikTok, and social media influencers like a joke of a job. The people like it's not like it's. I come around. That's why I'm live streaming. I'm trying to influence somebody. There's a whole demographic. There's like a whole like 30 to 40 demographic I want to. But I don't know. It's 4 weeks, 4 episodes, so we'll figure it out. Just from like a me standpoint, what I like, my favorite thing about doing the whole podcast from all of this, getting everybody on, Mother's Day, getting everybody on, William's birthday, we're going to get a bunch of people on, is even if it is only the 4 episodes and your kid is 13 or 9, give us the chance, give Whimsy a chance to shine a light on your kids. We put it out there, nothing ever happens from it. But when they graduate 5, 6, 7, 8 years later, that we got like these 3 hours worth of, oh man, the camera's all fucked up. But there's something kind of interesting to have these recordings, even if it doesn't go past 4 episodes, which is totally fine. We don't even care if it goes. We just want 4 people. We just want to give you guys a chance to see if there's something hidden special that we can promote for them. And worst case, I have this vision. I don't know what it looks like or what it's going to be. But when Liam graduates, like I could be one of those guys who, by the time Liam graduates in 5 years, 50 episodes a week, that's 250 episodes at an hour and a half, hour a piece. That's 500 hours worth of content. And I'll be able to show the growth of Liam for those 5 years, and be like, here's where he was all about Fortnite and wrestling. And now he's got a job, and now he hates life, and he's got boyfriends, girlfriends, and he's like heartbreak and all this other stuff. And it's like this up and down. And then he graduates, and he's like going off to college, and it's like you're a grown up, but I remember when you were a kid, and here's some clips um, of that. And then also at the same time, Sophie, by the time she's like fully aware of what dad's doing and like can really like appreciate these podcasts, she's got to be like what, 12, 13. So like 10 years from now, she goes back and listens to any of these old episodes and sees me, she's gonna be like, oh my god, that's my dad. I don't know, uh I'm working at a place of sharing the experiences that I have podcasting with Liam and what we've accomplished so far. And if I can help any of you guys with just a portion of that, if anything, just to make a random memory of 2024, that's all we want is just give them a chance. Let's just do something different and weird. And again, it's free for 4 weeks or 4 episodes. But it'd be interesting because plus you never know. Maybe it turns into something as technology improves. I think like a lot of high school curriculum is going to start changing too with it, where I think Ming Chen did he met with some kids. I don't remember what school, but they were the Bulldogs. And there's a school right now that has like probably like an after school program where these like 7 kids, they meet up once a week or every other day and do a podcast together talking about whatever it is that's happening in school. So as technology improves and as social media and internet and everything becomes more prevalent, one of those words, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that Liam couldn't start a social media class in which you learn thumbnails, different graphic design, whatever else. He's a podcaster, so now he can help run a class or start a class that is audio and video mediums. So, we have theater, like in kids are already making short films. This is not that far away from just expanding on those classes or kind of evolving some of those classes into, they already have computer and everything else. And it's not unreasonable to think that more like technology-based classes are going to be starting to be offered. And this kind of gives everybody a head start into those classes. And as we build a bigger community and we start showing people that more people want to do it, now we can start like, I don't know. So it's going to be good times. So we're hoping 2 or 3 people. I know it's like 3 months away, 4 months away, but reach out, let us know if you're even interested. I'd be happy to have a conversation with anybody afterwards. Give me some of your thoughts, the things that you don't like, you're worried about. Obviously, with Liam and Sophie, like I totally get the privacy aspects of it. So obviously, we'll keep all of those things intact as we work with you guys. But the best thing that Liam came up with last year was podcasting. I've blown up. I'm having a great time with the podcast. He's having fun with it. But at the very least, like there's just so many memories that we have already recorded, and it's interesting and it's weird to share it with all of you guys. So I appreciate all you guys hanging out, listening. And then email us. The link is there for you guys. We got a couple of emails recently, a lot more comments. So huge thanks to everybody leaving comments on the YouTube stuff, on the social media stuff. Courtney's been hitting me up a bunch on. Courtney was funny because she's listening to one of the last best ofs. It was episode 10, and she's like, "That's me," and I'm like, "Yes, that was you." But again, everybody, thanks for your huge supports. 8 of you guys hung out with me for today. I appreciate it. For all of you who are going to watch afterwards, I appreciate all of you guys also. So of the 8 of you, We are at 59 subscribers right now. Each of the 8 of you watching, find one new person, share the YouTube channel and the podcast. So both of them are chasing the Whimsy on any of the podcast platforms, and then on YouTube at chasing the Whimsy. One person left. They're like, I don't want to do this anymore. So there's 7 of you now. 7 of you. Find somebody to one, help subscribe, but it's also, I think there's a little bit of everything for everybody. There's a lot of stuff that we talk about. Other grandma, she listens to it, she likes it. So bunch of ages, Spencer loves it. So we got 13 to other grandma. So there's a huge range of content in between, in which I think everybody can kind of, find some humor in it. But I think that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and you guys have a good night. Whimsy.